Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this tutorial we're going to be talking about how to make an animation in Photoshop. We're going to be doing a basic ball animation, a bouncing ball. So first thing we need to do is to go to this macro tool, click on this little arrow here, then left click and select elliptic macro tool. Draw a very round circle, a small one. Now go to this place right here, click on this angle to switch, then use the white, click on this paint bucket and click on the middle of the circle. Now you have the circle filled with white. Now the next thing you need to do is to switch this thing back to black. Now click on your brush tool and increase the size. Let's say 9. No, let's use 39. This one is too small, so we change it to like let's say 54. Okay, now click on the middle of the circle, then click on this, the edge and the bottom and the top. We're kind of making something like a ball on the side. Okay, now we have to press Ctrl D to deselect this. You need to create a new layer, so click on this part, create a new layer, drag it down. So the next thing we need to do is to add a background to this this place. So go to your color select or set foreground, select let's say sky blue. Let's select sky blue, then choose your paint bucket and click on the make sure you select this one and click on this place. Now we have our environment, so we need to create a floor for the ball to settle in. So for that we have to choose something like an orange. Let's choose something like a dark orange and okay, now we have to select the brush tool again. But this time we have to increase it to like 101. Now create a new layer. Now draw something like a floor here. Should not be straight. Something like this. Okay. Okay. Something like this. Okay, now the next thing we need to do is to animate the ball, to make the ball settle here and bounce back and bounce, something like that. So to do that we have to click on the first layer, double click on this, so we'll rename this one as first ball. Okay, so this one is basically gonna be somewhere here. Let's say it's falling down from the sky, not the sky, but let's say you drop it from you just drop it from above and to bounce from here to here and leave the scene. So we have to duplicate the first ball. You have to press Ctrl J to duplicate the first ball and double click here to rename it as ball 2 or second ball. Now for the second ball we have to drag the second ball down. Let's leave it here. Now we have to create the third ball. You can just left click on this and duplicate layer and rename it from here. Let's see, third ball. Drag it down to this place. Okay, let's say this is the ground. Okay, now it has to bounce off like this, so we have to duplicate this one again. And then we'll do ninth ball. That's okay. Now this one is going to go off like this. Okay. Now we are almost done, but there is something we need to do. Now we have to turn off the eyes of the other ball, remaining the first ball. Like turn off these eyes. Just click on the eyes. Then on this first ball, we're gonna add some shadow here. So to do that, we have to select the default, and when you select the default there, you just have to click on your brush tool. On the brush tool, reduce this to something like this, then turn down the opacity to something like this. So okay, so it looks like a very big shadow since the ball is coming from above. Now this is just for the first ball coming from above, so you have to turn off the eye of the first ball and select the second ball. Click on it. Then now the shadow is going to be a little bit smaller. Then turn off the eye of the second ball, click on the third ball. Then this time we have to create a new layer. Then you have to create a new layer, then drag that one underneath the third ball. Now we have to turn the opacity upward, since this one is going to be more dark than the rest, something like this. Okay, now we have to mesh these two, like join these two together. So click on the layer 3 and the third ball, and Ctrl E. Now this layer are meshed together. Now turn off the eye on the third ball and turn on the eye of the fourth ball. Click on it. Now the shadow is going to be the opacity need to go a little bit lower. Now add the shadow here. Now turn off the eye of the fourth ball and click on the fifth ball. Same opacity, same thing. And this one, the shadow is going to be a little bit more dark than the rest, so we have now drag this layer down. Now mesh the seventh ball and the layer 3 together, so we have to press Ctrl E. Now turn off the eye of the 7th ball, turn on the eye of the 8th ball. Now reduce the opacity. Now turn off the eye of the 8th ball, turn on the eye of the 9th ball, and the opacity is gone. The shadow is gone. So now let's go to the animation. Now you have to switch to this what's new in CS4. If you are using CS4, the next thing you need to do is click on the window bar, then click on animation, and this is going to pop up. Now once this pop up, what you need to do next is this. Okay. Now we have to turn on the first one, which is this one, and set it to, let's say, 0.2 seconds. Then create a new layer here. Now turn off the eyes of the first ball, turn on the eyes of the second ball, then create a new layer. Turn off the eyes of the second ball, turn on the eyes of the third ball, create a new layer. And finally, turn off the eyes of the 8th ball and turn on the eyes of the 9th ball. Now if we click on play, you see what happened here. You see the ball bounce into the scene and bounce off. Now to save this this animation, what you need to do is click on File, go to Save for Web. Now you can either choose what once or forever. I will leave it at forever. Now you can test our animation here. Okay, now if you save it, you will get your animation as a GIF picture, since you have GIF here. So GIF only, GIF. So you have to save this as let's say fun ball desktop. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like this tutorial, and give it a thumbs up. I'll see you next time.